From bringing the woke community to their knees.
You could shut the f up.
To silencing a Karen on the spot.
Shut up. Shut the f up.
These are some of the craziest moments when Dave Chappelle humiliated the woke community. Starting with this clip where he addressed his problem with the so-called feminist on his Netflix special.
Could I possibly be sane that would make these think I hate women? So you know what I did? I Googled the dictionary definition of a feminist just to make sure I was talking about the right thing.
But Dave brutally hit them with the real definition of a feminist.
Webster's defines a feminist as a human being, not a woman, a human being that believes in equal rights for women. I'm shocked that that's what that meant. Because by that definition, I would consider myself a feminist, and I didn't even know that at the time.
And it was only a matter of time before he flipped those facts into comedy real quick.
All these years, I thought it meant frumpy dyke. Well, that's who's always talking to be some chick in overalls. Men are trying to us. Not you, please.
Damn!
So now, Dave addressed all the communities that are mad at him for his offensive jokes.
What is a woman? What is that in this day and time? Is there even such thing as a woman or a man or anything? Now listen, women get mad at me. Gay people get mad at me. Lesbians get mad at me. But I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is true. These transgenders, these want me dead. I've gone too far. I've said too much.
And Dave is genuinely concerned about his safety from the woke community.
And I gotta tell you, I'm very worried about it. I'm not even joking. Every time I come out on stage, I be scared. I be looking around the crowd, searching for knuckles and Adam's apples to see where the threats might be coming from. The other day, he said, "Careful, Dave, they after you." I said, "What? One they or many theys?"
After obliterating the woke community, Dave Chappelle faced a wave of hate comments on social media, which we'll get into later in this video.
It's because I was at a club in LA and danced with one of these niggas for 6 songs straight. I had no idea.
So this all began when Dave unknowingly danced with a trans person at a club and got trolled for it.
The only reason I ever been mad at the transgender community is because I was at a club in LA and danced with one of these niggas for 6 songs straight. I had no idea. And then the lights came up and I saw them knuckles. I said, "Oh no!" And everybody was laughing at me. Hi, world star. I said, "Why didn't you say anything?" Then I heard that sultry voice.
And his impression of that trans woman was spot on.
"I didn't say anything, Dave Chappelle, because I was having a wonderful time, and I wasn't sure how you'd feel about it."
I said, "You knew how I'd feel."
And she said, "I'm going home. I don't want any trouble from you."
I said, "Home, it's only 2 songs left. I mean, we might as well finish the night."
And Dave was on fire with every joke he landed.
And we ended up having breakfast together. I'll grow up. That doesn't make me gay. I just titty fucked her. His titties are as real as any titties in LA. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I was just borrowing a little friction from a stranger. Whoops.
So in his next special, Sticks and Stones, he addressed a real problem. But of course, in the form of a joke.
Say LeBron James changed his gender. You know what I mean? Okay, can he stay in the NBA? Or, because he's a woman, does he have to go to the WNBA where he will score 840 points a game?
And after that, Dave obliterated the gender pay disparity argument once and for all.
What does it actually mean to be equal? Like, if women are actually equal to men, then there would be no WNBA, would there? You would just be good enough to play in the NBA with us. Or, here's another idea that's gonna be very controversial. You could shut the f*** up.
Congratulations. you played yourself.
I'm sorry, ladies. I got a Me Too headache. Y'all is killing me right now. It's really tough to watch what's going on. You know, ladies, I said it in my last special, and I got in a lot of trouble for this. I told you were right. But the way you're going about it is not going to work.
After that, he brought up the absurd Louis C.K. allegations on his show, claiming his innocence.
Louis C.K. was a very good friend of mine before he died in that terrible masturbation accident. And it was his room. You read the story. He was masturbating in his own room. That's where you're supposed to masturbate. And then he said, hey, everybody, I'm gonna pull my dick out. Nobody ran for the door or nothing like that. They all just kind of hung out like, I wonder if this guy's serious.
And before moving on, he cleared his name one more time.
He didn't do anything that you can call the police for. I dare to try. Call the police on him. Hello, police? Yes, I am on the other line with comedian Louis C.K., and I think that he is masturbating while I'm on the phone. You know what the police are gonna say in Atlanta? Well, what are you guys talking about?
Giggity giggity, giggity goo. Stick around.
So here Dave talks about the woke community trying their best to cancel him, just like they did with other famous individuals.
And they've canceled people that are more powerful than me. They canceled JK Rowling. My God, JK Rowling wrote all the Harry Potter books by herself. She sold so many books, the Bible worries about her. And they canceled her because she said in an interview, and this is not exactly what she said, but effectually, she said, gender was a fact.
What? What the fuck?
The trans community got mad as shit. They started calling her a TERF. I didn't even know what the that was. But I know that trans people make up words to win arguments.
And I can tell you one thing, he was about to obliterate the woke community right then and there.
So I looked it up. TERF is an acronym. Stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminists. This is a real thing. This is a group of women that hate transgender. They don't hate transgender women, but they look at trans women the way we blacks might look at blackface. It offends them. Like, ooh, this wanted an impression of me.
Nice.
So after all the controversy, he dropped another special called The Dreamers, where he addressed the fake allegations once and for all.
Now, if you guys came here to this show tonight thinking that I'm gonna make fun of those people again, you've come to the wrong show. I'm not with those people anymore. It wasn't worth the trouble. I ain't saying about trans people. Maybe 3 or 4 times a night, but that is it.
Since he couldn't joke about trans people, he picked another community as his next target.
And you wanna know why I'm tired of talking about them? Because these people acted like I needed them to be funny. Well, that's ridiculous. I don't need you. I got a whole new angle. You guys will never see this coming. I ain't doing trans jokes no more. You know what I'm gonna do tonight? Tonight, I'm doing all handicap jokes. No.
And next thing you know, Dave was about to switch into full offensive mode.
Well, they're not as organized as the gays. And I love punching down. There's probably a handicap in the back right now, because that's where they usually make them sit. I came here to laugh at transgender people. I didn't know this was gonna make jokes about us. Come on, y'all, let's get the fuck up out of here. To be honest with you, I've been trying to repair my relationship with the transgender community because I don't want them to think that I don't like them. And you know how I've been repairing it? I wrote a play. I did, because I know that gays love plays.
Little did the crowd know he was about to drop an absolute banger on them.
It's a very sad play, but it's moving. It's about a black transgender woman whose pronoun is sadly, it's a tearjerker. At the end of the play, she dies of loneliness because white liberals don't know how to speak to her.
This right here is the exact moment when the entire trans community turned against Dave Chappelle.
I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying that those that they got, you know what I mean?
Little did he know, some people in the crowd didn't like his joke.
I'm not saying it's not, it's like beyond impossible. Tastes like pussy, but that's not quite what it is it? It's not blood, that's beet juice. And she said, because, David, you are not gay.
So this all started when Dave Chappelle got stopped by a random Karen on the street.
But I can't say the word faggot. And she said, because, David, you are not gay. I said, well, Renee, I'm not a nigger either.
But if you think that was brutal, wait till you hear his next roast.
But you see, what I didn't realize at the time and what Kevin had to learn the hard way is we were breaking an unwritten and unspoken rule of show business. And if I say it, you'll know that I'm telling you the truth. The rule is that no matter what you do in your artistic expression, you are never, ever allowed to upset the alphabet people. Damn! You know who I mean. Those people that took 20% of the alphabet for themselves.
Then he stated his bias toward the T people.
I'd say the letters, but I don't want to conjure their anger. It's too late now. I'm talking about them L's and them B's and them G's and the T's. People be surprised. I have friends, all kinds of letters. Everybody loves me and I love everybody. I got friends who are L's, I got friends who are B's, and I got friends who are G's. But the T's hate my fucking guts.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And I don't blame them. It's not their fault, it's mine. I can't stop telling jokes about these things. I don't want to write these jokes, but I just can't stop.
Here, Dave talks about people getting way too sensitive in modern times on how they can't handle a joke.
I don't know why or how everybody got this goddamn sensitive. You know who hates me the most? The transgender community. Yo, yeah, these motherfuckers. Man, I didn't realize how bad it was. These motherfuckers. I was really mad about that last Netflix special. My problem has never been with transgender people. I just feel like these things should not be discussed in front of the blacks. It's fucking insulting, all this talk about how these people feel inside. Since when has America given a how any of us feel inside?
If you are at a comedy show, I think you are expected to get a little roasted, but here Dave clears it up for everyone.
And I cannot shake this awful suspicion that the only reason everybody is talking about transgenders is because white men want to do it. That's right. I just said that. If it was just women that felt that way, or black dudes and Mexican dudes being like, hey y'all, we feel like girls inside, they'd be like, shut up, no one asked you how you felt. It reeks of white privilege.
Here's another moment where Dave shares his story of meeting a random Karen. And this one is hilarious.
And as soon as I open my car door, I hear a voice go, David Chappelle. I didn't even have to look, I knew it was her. And I looked back and sure enough, there she was, that face. To be honest with you, she probably wasn't even that old. She's probably around my age. But she was a white woman. This was terrible. I was nice. I said, hello, miss. And she didn't say anything back. All she said was, I watch your comedy. I said, uh-oh. And then she says, it's true. She goes, sounds to me like you hate women.
And knowing Dave, you know he wasn't gonna let that slide.
I said, well, you know what, miss? It's art. And you're free to interpret this art however you'd like. But I can tell you, as the maker of this art, that I don't believe that I feel that way. And she said, well, I think. And I said, shut up, bitch. Shut the up. Before I kill you and put you in the trunk, ain't nobody around here. I'm just kidding, I didn't say that.